Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and I have finally started recording the 500 sub Q&A video. So you guys gave me quite a lot of questions, and I know I was supposed to do it at 500 subs, but like the channel's been getting mad attention lately, and thank you for that, eh? All the subscribers, all the comments, all the views, everybody that's interacting with us as a community. I really appreciate that, and I know I'm quite late on the 500 sub Q&A video, but you know, whatever. I know most of you have now either hit puberty or are of legal drinking age, or even are probably dead by now because I was supposed to make the video like 3 weeks ago. Anyways, whatever. Let's get right stuck into this video. Benediction asks, do you script your videos out or do you just wing it? Congrats on 500, man. May we both continue to grow. So Benediction is a fellow YouTuber who I plan on collabing with very soon. Thank you very much for the congratulations. I appreciate it. And so most of the time I don't script out my videos. I just wing it most of the time, unless it's like when I used to do Pick 1, which was a video series based on weapon reviews for Battlefield 1. I actually did script them out, and I actually had some help from one of my buddies, LT Aristotle. But most of the time I don't script out my videos. I feel like it's just a little bit too linear if I do that, so I pretty much always wing it. I mean, I do a little bit of research, or I do prepare stuff in my head, but most of the time I just wing it altogether. The next question comes from Bobo Plays, and he asks, what was the very first games console you remember playing, and what game was it? Good lord, that is a tough question. So the very first game console I remember playing was the Super Nintendo, the square one with like the square controllers and all that. And the game, what the fuck was it called? I can't remember what the first game was called. To be honest, it was like a two-player game where you played a couple of soldiers and you had to like fight all the way to the end, and there was bosses every now and then, and it was pretty awesome. I played that with my dad when I was nothing but a wee lad, and it was quite an awesome game, and I remember that fondly. I don't even think we have the Super Nintendo anymore. I think my parents got rid of it. I wish they wouldn't have, but you know, whatever. The next question comes from Caesar, and he asks, for your Q&A, when did you come out of the closet? Yeah, I used to live in a closet, if you guys didn't know. No, GK bro, this is a real question. What is your favorite game, and why is it your favorite game? So I have played quite a lot of games in my days. I don't know if I have a favorite game per se. One of my all-time favorite games is probably the original Far Cry, because it was just so new and open world, and you could do a bunch of stuff in there, and it was revolutionary for probably its time. But I mean, that's one of my favorite games. And then probably my all-time favorite game, Return to Castle Wolfenstein and Return to Castle Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, which was an online-only game. I played the shit out of that game with my dad. I played that all the time. It was such an amazing game for the time that it did come out, and it was just, sorry, that's not, I don't do drugs, I have allergies and they're very bad right now. So yeah, those two games are probably my favorite. And as a game franchise, I would have to say Battlefield, just because, I mean, it's a big part of the channel, and it's a big part of like first-person shooters nowadays, and it's probably one of my favorite franchises to have ever existed, pretty much. The next question comes from Crevetta, which is one of my moderators. For your Q&A, how did you come up with your name? Actually, my dad, if you guys don't know who my dad is, his name is Grandpa Frags. You might see him every now and then on stream or in a couple of videos. He changed his name quite a lot, actually, which I don't know why he does that, but whatever. He actually had the name Rogue Monkey when I was like 11 or 12. And I decided to keep the lineage going and call myself RogueMonkeyJr, and I kept that name forever. I pretty much never changed my name, except for a couple of games where there wasn't enough room to actually put the whole name, because it is quite a long name. But I mean, I never changed the name, but he did, so I didn't pick up Rogue Monkey. I just kept going with RogueMonkeyJr. I felt it flowed quite nicely, and so yeah, that's pretty much how I came up with the name. If Grandpa can answer me how he came up with the name, that would be awesome. I'll ask him, and I'll leave a comment down below. But yeah, so that's how I came up with my name. James7921. He helps me out on some videos and that stuff. He finds music for me and all that stuff. Thank you very much. What made you start YouTube? Okay, so what made me start YouTube? That is a question that goes back to a couple of years ago. So I was seeing all these big YouTubers like Level Cap, Jack Frags, Matimio, and X Factor. I enjoyed watching them quite a bit, and I have always been pretty decent at video games, and I was like, hey, maybe I should try this. It looks like kind of fun, like interacting with the community and making videos and all that stuff. So I gave a shot at it. I started making videos. I actually liked it quite a bit. Didn't really get into making videos seriously until maybe February, March of this past year. So the first year was quite slow. I had a lot of things to learn, like SEO, tagging, video thumbnails, and all that stuff. It is quite a complex thing to learn, how YouTube works and all that. But I mean, that's pretty much what made me start YouTube. Is I saw other people do it and I figured, hey, maybe I could do this. This looks like fun. And then from there on, I just really enjoyed video editing and just creating videos. Like, I had so many video ideas to put out, and so that's pretty much what made me start YouTube. Next question comes from Keanu Bredenkamp. Q&A, what is your favorite game of 2017? So in 2017, I didn't play a whole lot of games that came out this year. But if I had to say what my favorite game was, it'd obviously be PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Battlefront 2 hasn't come out yet, so I can't really talk about that. But I mean, so far, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is probably my favorite game to have come out in 2017. I mean, it's just it's a phenomenon as a game. I mean, so many players are playing it, and I enjoyed it. I got bored a little bit from it because I mean it was the same map all the time. But hopefully, when new maps come out, now they have new weather effects, and they just brought out a new weapon, so I started playing a little bit more. But I mean, it just has this this kind of emotion that you don't get with many other games, of like nervousness, and like every time you get a kill you're excited because you actually worked hard for that kill or stuff like that. So it's just a very different type of game than what I'm used to playing. I mean, sure, it is a shooter game, but I mean, it is a survival game at the same time, so it was just like something totally different from what I was used to playing. Kingcraft 12 player, I joined your Discord server. Great, you guys should all join the Discord server. We have an awesome community going on there if you guys are looking for people to play with, or just chat with us other than in the comments section. That's a great place to do it. And I'm just gonna take a drink of water right now because... So, well, I have a question for you. How old is your channel? The actual channel is gonna be 2 years old coming in November. But the actual channel itself is quite old. I think it was made in 2011, but I mean, it was a personal account that I then turned into the YouTube channel that you guys are seeing right now. So the actual date of the channel is quite older than like the date where I started making videos and like changed all of the stuff on the channel, because it was a personal account before. So yeah, it's maybe like 6 or 7 years old, something like that. And next question, I changed my name, but I'm still the Mr. Nothing. So the Mr. Nothing is also one of my moderators. Jokes aside, he asked another question. Anyways, how long are you seeing yourself doing YouTube? As long as I possibly can. I mean, I put a lot of time into this, but I see it as a hobby more than a job kind of thing. I know a lot of YouTubers say this, but I mean, I am truly, I really do mean that. I do see it as a hobby, and if it ever becomes a full-time job, that'd be great. I could spend more time replying to comments or working on videos or stuff like that, or just spending time with the community in general, or even live streaming. I like live streaming, but sometimes I don't have the time to do it. I want to make my videos too, because more than anything else, I am a video content creator more than live streamer. But I mean, that could change and I could become more of a live streamer anyways. Only the future will tell, but it's a hobby and I love doing it, and hopefully in the future I'll have more time to do it if it becomes a full-time job. That would be amazing, and I would love that, but only time will tell. I mean, the channel is growing quite fast, but I mean, anything can happen nowadays, so I keep my fingers crossed and I put a lot of hard work into the channel, and hopefully that will be a reality soon, or later, whatever. James7921 again. So he asked multiple questions. Why did you start YouTube? I already answered this one. Did you ever think your channel would become this big? No, I did not. You never think that your channel is even going to attract people. I mean, you make videos and you hope that people are going to watch, and then you see that you have like a couple of views per video and like, oh, I'm never going to do anything or ever going to get a lot of subscribers. But I mean, at the same time, numbers don't count. If you have people that enjoy watching your content, that comment and like interacting with you, and you like interacting with them, I mean, what does it matter if you have 100 subscribers or 1 million subscribers? In the end, it's all pretty much the same. It's not really the same, but I mean, you get the same outcome of it. You get appreciation for the art or content that you create, and you get to interact with your awesome community. And community is probably one of the most important things on YouTube, and it really, sometimes it's what keeps me going. I just love interacting with everybody, people commenting on the videos, and on our Discord server we have, okay, granted we have some weird conversations sometimes, but I mean, it's all a thing about community and everybody just coming together as one. So those are all the questions I had for the Q&A video for 500 subscribers. Of course, we are quite past 500 subscribers now, and I'm sorry about that. I was so busy in the past couple of weeks with all of the Russian DLC stuff that came out and work and all that. So I know the video's pretty late, but I appreciate everybody who left some questions, and I appreciate every single one of you who watch my videos when they come out and comment, and I mean just generally communicate and interact with the community. It's awesome. I wouldn't be here without you guys, or I wouldn't be making this video, that's for sure. So I appreciate everybody who is a part of this awesome channel and awesome community that is growing faster than I expected. So if you guys have any other couple of unanswered questions, I'd be glad to answer them in the comments down below. And also make sure to ask Grandpa what made him come up with the name Rogue Monkey. And while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that notify bell. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Fucking hell, why is the coffee always gone?